Welcome to part 2 of our series asking the question, are you having a spiritual awakening?
Let's talk about what intuition really is.
Let's look at all the places intuition and ego show up in your life.
Let's share honestly.
Let's do the research.
I'm Jamie Hayhurst.
I'm Heather Wood.
This is the Intuitive Girl's Guide.
This episode will play uninterrupted after a brief message from our sponsors.
You know what goes great with podcast listening?
A great cup of coffee from a great coffee shop. Restoration Coffee. Can we go?
Ooh, yeah, check them out and visit restoration-coffee.com.
The spiritually side of things sometimes says to get rid of and let go of all of your material things.
Right. Sacrifice. No.
Some of them.
Sure.
Maybe, again, look below the surface. What's going on there?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you, I don't like the boomer thing where they're like, if you just didn't buy a cup of coffee every day, you could have a house. That's crazy.
Right, with a minimum wage at $7. Sure. Sure, Jan.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. But anyways, I'm not saying that. But I do think if you're like, oh, I want to make this change, where could I shift something? Like, honestly, you shouldn't have to cut back, but maybe you do. You shift something around to make a change to better fit your life. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm not going to have that fast food because it makes me feel like shit. I'll have a different comfort thing. That I'm fine with.
Valid. Yep.
Yes. Okay. If you feel like you're spending too much money somewhere or you boycott Target or something, like, great. Mm-hmm. But like some of that feels like real punishment for just enjoying being alive.
Well, it also feels like being punished for having to exist in the system of capitalism. So it's like, it's again finding that gray area of like, should you be resisting consumerism? Mm-hmm. And like that, like capitalism wants us to be focused on buying and consuming and like just getting dopamine hits from that. Yes, you should manage your consumerism.
Yeah.
But are you still also forced to live inside capitalism where you need things to exist and to live and to show up at work and to like provide for your kids?
Also,
yes. You're stuck living in that system. So you have to buy things. You can't let go of every daily object. You know what I mean? Like
it really has the vibes to me of when, listen, I'm for getting rid of the straws. Yay, turtles.
Yeah.
But I have to drink out of a straw that's garbage. As soon as it gets wet, it disintegrates. When billionaires can fly in their planes.
Exactly.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like it's that vibe. Exactly. And I'm not trying to be like a privileged white woman being like, I want a real straw. Like,
well, the punishment is on the wrong people.
Yeah,
like you're punishing,
exactly.
You're punishing everyday humans for something that like 5 billionaires could fix.
Yeah. And listen, I worked around it. I bought my own straws.
Same.
That are like sort of glass or something.
I have my own straws.
Yeah, they hurt my teeth sometimes. Yeah. But I do that. I'm not saying that I'm caring about the straws. I'm just saying as it disintegrates in my mouth, I am screaming in my head at all the billionaires who are currently in their private jets flying over me.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Okay, so another term. Find your power. That's a self-help term. I don't mind that term.
No.
It's a little cheesy, but I don't mind it. Find your power. Yeah, find it. But how?
Right.
Power, like you're already connected to it. There's just shit going on that's making it so you can't be aligned with it, right?
Okay. Access to it.
Yes. The spiritual side of that is like connect with divinity.
Oh, yeah.
So like call in an angel, or maybe that's God or Jesus for you, or I don't know, Ascended Master
or Kalima or
Alien Robin Williams, like whatever. I will forever bring that up because it will forever stay in my mind because it's such a great example of brainwashing, like of how you can buy into shit.
Exactly.
And be tricked. So I will forever mention Alien Robin Williams. Okay. So I don't mind connecting with something bigger or higher being or any of that stuff. I'm on board. Love it. Great stuff. We have many episodes on all the different archangels if you wanted to go and learn about that stuff. We covered that stuff. Yeah. Go look at it. Mm-hmm. However, it's not like a skipping. Like that work should help you find your own power. That work should help connect you back to yourself, not just giving it rely on some outside source.
That part.
Okay. The self-help world would say how to cope with challenges, where the spiritually world would say like your challenges are insignificant.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't either. I mean, in a way, it's true.
I don't feel that way though.
I mean, the way that it's true is that we sometimes get stuck on a problem that is actually not the problem,
Yes.
and we obsess over it.
Yeah.
I just Marco Polo'd you about how my therapist told me that's actually part of my process.
Yes, and she's right about that now that she showed us. Yeah.
Oh, that seems like a great point. Us,
Yeah.
because we collectively we go to therapy separately, but we discuss our
Agree upon
sessions
it,
with each
yeah.
other, so we know. Yeah. So in a way, yeah, but not in the way of like it's not important. Like your shit is important, even if
Correct.
it's little. How many times do you say that to me? Like you don't have to apologize for having a small problem, or just because one person has a problem bigger than you doesn't mean your
Yours
problem
is as
doesn't count.
important, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like 100%.
Right.
The other side of like how to cope with your challenges, I'm more on board with that. Like let's look deeper into what's going on here so that you can better handle this. Because anyone trying to sell you something that's like no challenges here, have a life free of challenges.
Right.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. So all of this to say with these terms is all of this stuff being pushed at you is addressing the fact that you're constantly changing and that you're having a quote unquote spiritual awakening. So how many times have you heard all those terms? A million. How many times have those things appealed to you? Always. Because you're always in that process.
Right.
Now listen, some of them are fucking rough.
Yeah.
Some of them are little like a little ding to your armor.
Yes.
Some of them are like, ooh, I feel a little uncomfortable. Some of them are bathroom floor lays.
Dark night of the soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Whatever it is. But the thing is, you're not going to have all of them like that.
No.
If you decide to leave a job and go to another one, that was a spiritual awakening.
True.
And it was a smooth process.
Right.
If you get fired and you start to question your identity and don't know if you want to continue to live, that's also a spiritual awakening. It's just a much rougher one.
Yeah.
Yeah. They won't all be like that, but you'll have those ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no shame in laying on the bathroom
like,
floor. Yeah.
I mean, I think that that's sort of the problems that a lot of people want to transcend or evolve or heal or grow or whatever to get to the point where like bad things don't happen to them anymore.
That's a great salesman's trick.
Right. And the problem is that like there's always going to be problems. There's always going to be obstacles and dilemmas and issues in your life. The trick is what you're actually trying to do is heal enough and grow enough so that you can manage them.
Yeah. Manage them better.
And then they don't feel as big as they once did.
Yeah. And that you can have a little more joy in between the shit.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you come out of them a little faster.
That doesn't really sell books as
Sure.
much. Have a little more joy in between all the shit. That's not quite as exciting. I get
Sounds
it.
like the title of a great book.
Maybe, but no one would buy it. Okay. So I thought we would, now that we've looked at that, talk about some signs. What are the signs of being in a spiritual awakening? Because this is what people are asking. Am I going through it? So first of all, if any of those terms connected with you, yes.
You are.
But let's give you some signs. Okay. First one is, to me, the word that covers it all. Restlessness. As soon as you start to feel restless, you're going through one. I got to be honest.
That's a good point.
I think I always feel a little restless.
You do.
Okay. So I want to say that like some people feel they sort of go through life in this way of like rest and I'm good right here for a little while and da-da-da-da-da. And some of us go through life sort of always itching for bigger, better, something next. What else is there?
Right.
In fact, when we were in Salem, we had aura photography done. And then we had a reading.
Yes.
And it was great.
Yeah.
The reading of my energy was a little misread into like I was some kind of boss bitch.
Yes.
But I think what she was actually picking up on was this restlessness that I constantly feel to, not just to my own life, but to everything.
Yes.
Like if I love something, I want it to be better. Like that's how I feel about even my own country.
Right. Yes.
That's patriotic to me.
Yes. Yeah. I want it to be better.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so what my point in this is that just feeling restless all the time doesn't mean you're in one, because then I would constantly be in one.
Right.
But you'll feel more restless. Like that feeling of like, oh, I have to go to work or, oh God, like I have to see this person, or like whatever that is, or just
I can't
like
do this anymore.
this routine is dragging me down, man. Like all of those feelings, little and big, are a sign that you have your toes on the precipice of entering.
Yeah.
Okay. Things that once made you happy do not make you happy anymore.
True.
That's a rough one.
Yeah, but it's accurate.
It's like these drugs aren't working.
Yeah, exactly.
This TJ Maxx top isn't solving all my problems. Yeah, it gives me a 5-minute hit instead of a half an hour.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Yep.
Right. That's why you need to go below. What is the TJ Maxx top giving you? TJ Maxx should sponsor us. Okay. Anyways, starting to feel desire for changes.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that is a working theory of mine, and I would like you to weigh in because I haven't even spoken it aloud to you yet. Okay. One of the things that happens to a lot of woohooey, real witch people often is as the seasons change and as things start to shift in the cycle of their life, they desire to change paint colors or rearrange their closets, or
100%.
all of a sudden their pantry is being cleaned out. Garage is being, it doesn't matter what it is. They just pick something and start changing it.
That's just energy.
Yes, but I also believe it is one of the signs that you are a little bit avoiding the next thing. And I actually think it's a healthy sign, because I think it's the sign that happens before you do it. It's like it's like taking a break to meditate before you go do the thing, so you really know what's going on. It's a healthy, but it's like a little bit of an active denial.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, because like the energy that you're putting into like painting or changing the things or whatever. You're talking about me. I've been painting a lot.
I mean, you do have paint on your foot, so it did register.
I do.
Yeah, you have been painting a lot. I'm not talking about particularly you. Yeah. I actually think that for you in particular, painting is like a physical, like output input exercise that you use when you need it.
Yeah, like I think the energy that you're putting into those things could be and probably will next be used. That energy is now used to like, do the changing and the growing and the transcending. Right?
I think it's internally going on, and you're trying to you're putting it out. Right. This is happening inside. I don't know what to do with it. Let me put it outside.
Yeah, and you're kind of like testing the waters. Like, how does this change feel? Oh, this change feels good. Like,
yes.
And then you start to move to your own shit. But then if you're like, oh, I don't really like that. That doesn't feel good. Then you
exactly. So it's like a tester.
Right.
It's like I think you said that. Like it's like let me experiment with change.
Right.
And it's also sort of like when you're doing that, I don't think you know what the actual change is that's stirring in you yet. Correct. Maybe you have a hint, but you don't quite have it. So you make an external change and an external adjustment. And then if you're like me and I'm like, that room is the one that she's painting. Interesting. That associates to this. Then you also start to like gather information. Do you know what I mean? Like that, there's something that you're trying to tell yourself.
Yeah.
So if you're suddenly like, I need to change these things, and even if you do it seasonally, that's just you're feeling the change in cycles and you're changing yourself because you're aligned. That's good. Right. But I'm just saying, I think it could be a sign that you're having a bit of an awakening.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you think?
I totally agree.
And healthy avoidance, not transcend shit.
You're just
like I don't have enough information to like physically do it or to really understand it all the way. So I'm going to actually do this to get the inside out of me for a minute so I can see it better.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like you're like looking for what I'm saying about you directly, but I'm not saying anything in particular about you directly. But Jamie has painted a million things lately.
I have.
Your house looks great.
Thanks.
Okay. Feeling despair and grief is another sign.
Yes.
Now, let me be clear that I'm not trying to like gaslight anyone into like you lost someone you love and you're in grief. Like, ooh, you're in a spiritual awakening. No.
Different.
But will that cause a huge up level and change and shift in your life? Maybe not up level, but change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're going to transform because of that.
Right.
But if you just start feeling like, why do I feel despair? Why do I feel just kind of blah?
Yeah.
Why, blah? That feeling. Why am I grieving something I still have?
Right. It's because you're about to change it.
Exactly.
Right.
Those are signs as well.
Right.
Okay. Clinging on to the old.
Yes.
So it's that that imagery for me of like you're holding onto the rope so tight that you're getting rope burn because you won't let go.
Yeah.
It's
because you're about to let go.
And you're fucking scared. Yeah. That's normal.
Yeah.
We all get rope burns sometimes. I'm not shaming you. There's no perfect way to do this. You're going to hold the rope too long, and sometimes you're going to hold the rope ridiculously too long.
Yeah. Someone's going to have to boot you off of it.
Someone's going to have to rip it out of your cold, dead hands. Yeah, like it's going to happen. Sometimes you're just going to hold on a little too long.
Right.
It's all part of it. But that feeling of like clinging to something, as soon as you feel like you're grasping on, your desire, your intuition has probably fled and you're just scared.
Exactly.
Okay. Fear gets extra loud.
Yep.
So I get this a lot where people are like, I don't know what's going on, but I feel like just every voice in my head is a fear voice. And I'm like, ooh, we about to burn some shit down.
Right.
Yeah. Like that's normal. It's because your desire is changing. So the things that you're afraid of feel like they're louder because they feel a little different.
Exactly.
Okay. You start and stop making changes. Oh, I want to do this. No, I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I think I want to leave my job. No, I don't.
Cold feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also normal. Part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it's a step on the hero's journey.
True.
So
that's true.
Give yourself a break. You feel like a stranger to yourself. Yeah.
Yep.
Don't you hate that one?
Who did that? Why did I do that?
Why am I
How did I say that?
What? You know what the one that gets me is like, if I had told my little kid self, this is what I would be doing, she would not care for it.
Yeah.
I think I've gone astray.
Right.
To me, that's a sign that something's off. If your little kid self wouldn't be psyched.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Would they be psyched at the person you're spending your life with, or the lifestyle you have, or the way you take care of yourself, or the job you do? If they wouldn't, maybe you ask yourself a few questions.
That's a good point.
Not shame-based.
No. Just look into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think your child self would think of you?
Oh, I think she'd be psyched.
She would be like, what a fucking badass. Okay. Feeling extra in tune to quote unquote signs.
Definitely.
Yeah. As soon as people are like, I don't know why, but I keep seeing like these numbers everywhere, or this bird, or this thing. I'm like, oh, hello.
Right. Yep.
Your intuition is screaming at you.
Right.
That's great. Yeah. Pay attention.
Yeah.
And then heightened emotions. Why do I feel so emotional?
Yep.
I mean, basically what I'm saying is the signs of this as your intuition and your ego acting outside of what you're comfortable with. Mm-hmm. Yep. Outside of the norm, because they're shifting. That's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to adjust to new things.
Yeah. And you're meant to be that way. Mm-hmm. You're not designed to work at the same job for 60 years.
You're not.
And do the same work. Now, if you are somebody who really values certainty, see our episodes on the universal desires. If certainty, like you really, really value it, maybe that works for you. But the chances of that being like authentically really true are pretty low.
Yeah.
That's just something that benefits the people at the top of the hierarchy pyramid.
Right.
Is you staying there. Mm-hmm. It doesn't benefit you really. No. Okay. People don't like it when I say that, but
no, they really don't.
Okay. All right. So just here's a few things to help. Let's leave them with some things to help.
Okay.
Remember that life is and always was, before patriarchy, cyclical. You are meant to cycle through things. You're not on a straight line. There's no path to getting there that's straight in one way. Right. You're going to circle. We talk about the spiral staircase. You're going to circle around to shit over and over again. You're going to get to a place where you are fucking killing it. And then you're going to get to a place where it's a little bit of a struggle. And it's going to keep going. And if you keep thinking you're doing something wrong, they've got you.
Right.
So don't do that. You're also meant to like wax and wane. Mm-hmm. You're not always meant to like go for
100%.
it. No. Yeah.
To rest.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Create some space to tune into yourself and your own needs and your own desires. Chances are, if you don't do this regularly, there's a reason you don't. You feel you have like a limiting belief about like your intuition or your desires, or you have some negative connotations there. There's some fear.
Right.
Work there so that you can reconnect to that. Find support and resources.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to do any of this by yourself.
No, I mean, that's more of like the matriarchy.
Yeah,
talk.
community.
Like, we had
support,
community, we had a village.
resources.
Yeah,
I'm
we don't
reading
have that anymore.
I'm reading a book right now, and it's about a woman who is like a midwife in the 1800s. And so she like gives these examples of like women having babies and how like all these women would come and they would rotate and cook her meals and be in the room and I just think so much, not just in that area, but I think particularly in that area because it's in the book I'm reading, like how much we've lost.
Oh yeah, agreed.
You know, of like that community.
It'd be so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So keep seeking it, keep building it, keep finding it, keep looking for it, and also continue to question it and make it better.
Yeah.
Okay. And also there's no shame in going to therapy. I know we both mention it all the time, but like a lot of times people will say, so this happened recently with a friend of mine. She was like, I just don't think I'm in a bad enough place to go to therapy.
No. That's not what therapy's for.
No. And as someone who's done this, don't start your therapy at the bottom of the barrel.
I mean, if you have to, yes, but like get ahead of it.
Listen, I've done that. I've been like, hey, I'm crawling in on my last breath.
Right.
Not the best way.
No.
Get ahead of it. Be keeping yourself in a good place. It's like it's like the people who are like, oh, I'm not going to go to the doctor, so I don't have anything bad happen to me. This doesn't make any sense. It's good. It's valuable. It does not mean that you're crazy or there's anything wrong with you. It means that you are taking care of yourself, and that's important. Yes. If you have the privilege to do that, please do it.
Please do.
Yeah. Okay. And then the other thing I just wanted to mention is that you need to ground/regulate yourself.
Yes.
I'm ending here with the woohoo term versus the self-help term again, because they mean the same thing. See our episode on this. But that if you are starting to feel like you're having a spiritual awakening,
you need to be regulated now.
You need to have active practices that you can do to keep yourself grounded, because there is nothing more dysregulating than this kind of bullshit.
Change in general. Right?
Or like digging up your own stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Completely dysregulating.
Oh my God. The first thing I do after therapy, I go to my therapist. I know that's so old school.
It is.
So old school. Yeah. Okay. But I need to be in the same room. It just works better for me energetically. Okay. I get in the car and I blast music from the 90s, because that was a time period where I must have felt at ease.
Right.
And I scream sing it to ground my energy. Yeah. You don't have to hug a tree. I'm a big fan of hugging a tree, but you don't have to like know what you can do. Have the thing to know, like, this is a dysregulating thing. And it's different for everyone. We talk all the time about how for you driving is regulating and for me it's dysregulating. Like, it doesn't mean I can't do it, but like I know it's dysregulating. So if I'm going to do something dysregulating, I'm going to have something to do following it to re-regulate.
And like we've said before, the point isn't to always be regulated.
No,
that's impossible. Your system is made to be dysregulated so it can find balance, and so you know when something's wrong. Yeah. Right? The point is just to learn how to re-regulate yourself when you need to. Exactly.
I think you just said an important word in this discussion, which is balance.
Yeah.
Which is, a spiritual awakening is a state of feeling unbalanced.
Right.
And it's not a bad state, because like literally how your physical body works. I just saw a thing about how your brain is constantly like becoming unbalanced and then working to rebalance itself and then imbalancing itself to rebalance itself. That's how it works.
Right.
And so like literally the cells in your body do that.
For that.
Yeah. So to think that you don't have the space to feel unbalanced is to just like deny your own nature.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say that as like a judgmental, how dare you, but you've been tricked into thinking that. And we all buy into it. Like, what's wrong with me? I'm not like happy and grounded every second of the day.
Exactly. You're not supposed to be.
No, nor are you paying attention if you are.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So,
and we are cyclical beings, like you said, that like we're going to be like feeling better and happier and whatever. And then we dip down and we feel quieter and more withdrawn. And
yes.
You know,
how many times as a woman have you're a cyclical being. Have you gotten to a point in your cycle where the day after you're like, Oh, of course, that's why I was feeling that way and acting that way.
Right. Exactly.
All the
All
time.
the time.
Because it's our nature, but it's also our nature to sort of deny that.
Yeah,
like we just
exactly.
have this expectation we're supposed to always have our shit together.
Right. We're good all the time.
That's fake.
Yep.
Yeah. So just cycle through. If you're going through something like this, don't go through it by yourself. Please.
Mm-hmm.
Reach out, talk to people, build community around it, find community around it, and know that it's normal and it's good and it's healthy, and you haven't made a mistake because you suddenly don't want to do this thing that you invested 10 years in. You gave 10 years to it and you did it for 10 years. That's fucking awesome.
Right.
Now go find the next thing. You're not
right.
That's not a waste of your time and energy.
No. Well, it's a wonderful thing. It was a great moment in your life.
Yeah. And if you're someone who's like, because I hear this from people like, hey, I wish I could have more space in between my spiritual awakenings. We feel you.
Yeah.
But you're someone who is just constantly doing the work, quote unquote. Like you're paying attention and you're evolving and you're doing that at a high rate. And that's really awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
But
/ high five.
Yeah, but we need people like that here who
We
are
really
growing
do.
and changing and bringing other people along with them. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite grounding activities is drinking coffee.
Hell yeah.
All right. So do you think we should go get some?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey everyone, Heather and I have an ask for you. If you love this episode or if you love the IGG, can you do us a favor? We need you to go onto whatever platform you listen on and download, subscribe, like, love, whatever it's asking you to do. Can you go do those things for us on the platforms that you listen on? It would mean so much to us.
Thanks for listening to our episode. For a way to get in touch with us, please visit our website, intuitivegirlsguide.com. We love hearing your feedback on our episodes.